When you talk about it, be like, finna rock out. But when you actually hear seeing it, you're like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
It's another level for real.
Then when the crowd fill in,
yeah.
and the energy in here. How does the tour you just finished? You're about to launch the Deluxe, right?
Yep.
And then you're gonna go on tour again.
September.
What have you learned out there about yourself and about performance? You know, look, you make great records, you got a lot of streaming, you know, fans, you got all that, but now it's a different level of the game.
Comfortability.
Yeah.
Build my confidence up, just going out there to be able to just stand in front of the crowd, sing it. I'm saying, like, it's like I experienced so much, like, just if the crowd just did. I done build myself up to the point where it's like I'm gonna still rock out, like, you know what I'm saying?
You know how to bring them in, and you know how to
just talk to them and just relate to them, man. That's like the number one thing. Instead of walking back and forth dry, or they dry and leave. That's how we gonna rock out, how we rock out, period.
Right. So what does 22 Durk tell 2011 Durk? What would you tell that young man to expect in the game, like about performing and touring and...
I say nothing.
Really?
Because it's like, I had to go through that to get to this.
Got it.
See, back then, they want to be on the stage 1,000 deep.
Right.
And for the new people, for the fans, because you got to think about it, everybody in the building don't know you.
Right.
You looking on stage like, yeah, which one him?
Right.
So I learned just go there by myself and just, you know what I'm saying, just embrace that energy and just get confident by myself.
Got it.
So everything from 2011.
Got you
like,
here.
I love the experience. Like,
right. Wouldn't trade it.
Nothing.
I think people forget that you've been doing this now 10, 11 years. 10, 11. First tape you put out was 2011.
That's crazy. Unmixed, all type of shit.
Hey.
No.
But think about that. Like, you didn't care. You had something you had to say.
Yep. Just basically get my point across.
Right.
Like, they want to hear it.
Right.
But in my mind, it wasn't like, oh, they want to hear it in New York or they want to hear it in Philly. In my mind, I'm like, they want to hear it on the west side of Chicago or the north side. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I started in the box where it was like, I want to get the city first.
But you still do it for your city, even on tour.
Hell yeah.
Talk about how important it is to make sure that Chicago knows that it's still about family, it's still about love as much as possible.
I think Chicago was missing, and this ain't no type of shade, but I think Chicago was missing leaders on the music scene because we went through it.
Yep.
Like, I wasn't as big back then as to be like the voice. Right. Say it like that. My voice wasn't big enough back then to be like, I'm gonna take you, bring y'all out right here, and we finna do it like this, and it's the city. So it was kind of hard because I'm trying to do it. I remember a long time ago, I can't remember what year it was, Jay-Z came to United Center, and I think he brought Meek with him. And they had called me around the number 9 phone, like, because United Center, we finna bring y'all out. And it's so crazy because he caught a flat, it was just me and him. He caught a flat tire, we missed it. And I just kept telling him, like, man, everything happened for a reason. I'm like, everything happened for a reason. We both was mad because I'm like, damn, we missed Meek and Hov. Confidence, like, I ain't want him to lose confidence where it's like, damn, we just lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just keep working. Shit.
Talk about keeping working. 12 mixtapes, 4 compilations, a collab album with Lil Baby, and 7 albums.
I didn't even know that till you told me that.
But that's not even, you just head down working, I'm just
so focused. Because my goal like to be like, working for 10, 11 years to get here, and somebody be like, damn, how I feel you make? And I be like, I ain't make it yet. I evolved, but I ain't make it yet.
Take us, man, at, you know, Drake, you collabing with Drake, obviously.
Sure.
Made the name Lil Durk go to a different level and the music go to a different level. Take us to that moment when you and Drake recorded this record that became this huge hit. Did you know this moment was coming? Had you and Drake talked about it before it happened?
He just DM'd me one day during COVID, like, man, ooh, the album. I'm like, bet, ooh. You know, I'm like, you told me the last time, so I'm like, bet, it's cool. Let's do it. Then he sent me a snippet of the song. He's like, this how it's gonna go. You know, I'm putting it together, give me 10 minutes. I gave him like 8 bars. Send it back to him. Studio closed, we left. He's like, I need more of this, bro. I need more. I'm like, that's over. I'm like, it's over. I'm like, studio closed. So I guess he just liked the 8 bars. Like, man, you can keep it like this. And we dropped that shit. We just like, matter of fact, fuck that. When we shooting the video, I'm like, damn, I'm like, it's it. I'm like, it's over. A lot of people take his effect, get rich, get turned, and just die out. My goal is to do that. Okay, but I'm gonna stay afloat.
How was that collab album, you and Lil Baby? How fast did that come together? When y'all first collab, did you know it was gonna lead to an album? or that just was like it was getting y'all was vibing so crazy.
That's what
had
it
to
was.
be an album. Like
That's what it
we
was.
gotta do an album.
We was vibing so crazy in the studio, like we had to. We was just in that zone. Like he who he is, he turned up and actually can rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He and rapping his ass off. I'm changing my energy. Like, matter of fact, we both made each other start writing too. Like he'll come say some shit, I'll be like, hold on. I'll say some shit, he'll be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the energy you would
Still
want.
sharp as steel.
You would want that energy. Like we got so many records that we ain't put on there.
So we getting another one.
I would do another one. For sure.
It's just fire to see y'all brothers get to this point in the game, man. Like, you know how I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, yo, I know y'all like this shit right now, but this shit ain't all the way ready. Be mad at me. Cause I'll be like, listen,
But
I know
that's how
you
you
want to
gotta
be in
do
the
it.
game, but this thing has provided us all so much that we got to make sure that we fight to make sure that people who want the crown,
Yeah.
they want to be the voice,
Yeah.
they want the tours, they want the everything.
And they understand touring.
Right.
Like, for example, they were like, at a point where we were like, oh, we getting 40,000 a show. So on tour, I'm thinking I'm getting 40,000 a show. I mean, like, man, you gotta prove yourself for selling tickets. You can be the hottest thing in the streets, but if you can't sell tickets, big companies who gonna give you the money ain't gonna really adapt to it.
Can you elaborate on that game for people that don't know that? Is that because that game, what you just said, I've told artists for years, like, you can keep going to the club and getting a brown paper bag, but that's going to eat up your ability to sell tickets. If you can't sell tickets,
Yeah.
then you can't leverage.
Ain't nothing wrong with the brown bag.
It's cool.
It's getting it, but at the same time, they gotta be on next level where it's like, I had a relationship with this promoter, you give me 40s and 50s. Now I might go up here and take these 10s and 15s, but next year, these gonna be consistent 100s and 200s. While you probably went from 40 to probably 60 or 70.
What
You
has
want-
more
you want
upside?
Long term. You want the bag or you want the bag?
I want to get into this deluxe album because you got this joint with LMA and A Boogie. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
ESTG, one of my favorite.
My boy.
Man, he's one of my favorite dudes coming up, man.
New Jeezy.
Yeah, there's a record on here that jumped out to me, Unhappy Father's Day. Tell me about that song.
What I did was something people scared to do and scared to say it, where it's like shaming myself and just explaining in the music and just telling them like I'm sorry. Like I'm blaming everybody around me, like, why you ain't set it up for me? And I both took it upon myself to be like, fuck it, I'm finna see my, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, that's like one of my favorite songs.
But it takes self-reflection, though.
Yeah.
Looking in the mirror and accountability.
I ain't scared of the truth, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
But as soon as you make it, everybody be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I can relate. I know. You just scared to say it. You want to be perfect.
We'll talk about the music part, but let's talk about the writing and the rhyming part. How are you improving right now? Like, what's the Durk process?
Just freestyle. But I didn't got so good with freestyle and punching in. It was like, I'm like, I don't got to write. This album was like the first album I wrote. Because I was just like, I want to take it to a different level. If you freestyle and punch in for so long, sometimes you might be like saying the same shit.
Right.
Or you might be saying the same cadence where it's like, it sound familiar. But when you sit down and write, you be like, I'm talking about shit now.
You also changed, like even here, what you're doing for this Apple Music live band. You got a drummer in the back.
Yes.
Talk about the music side of what you're doing now, making things more musical. Because even on the deluxe now,
Yeah.
you're hearing pianos,
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
drama. You know what I'm saying? More,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You bring in a little, and you've done that in the past, but now it's like a concert. It feels like you're really starting to frame that music.
It just, I'm paying attention to, like, when I make songs, I just, like, I could perform this with the band, or I could perform this on stage. I never just be like, I'm just gonna rap just to do it. It's like, I gotta see the vision to it. So anytime I make something, I can tell the drummer, like, hey, when this part come, I want you to just go crazy. And sometimes you ain't even gotta say a word, you can just stand there and embrace that energy. But it's still big, though. And you just head down, like, you know what I'm saying?
I sure you're getting into your rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just give you a different energy, a different feeling where it's like, sometimes you don't even have to talk.
Right.
And when the song stop, they might just be going so crazy. You just go to the next song.
Every time I've interviewed you, you've always been on time. You always show up very clear.
Yeah.
You ain't had no drink. You probably ain't even smoked yet.
I don't drink.
There you go. A lot of people may not know that about
Yeah.
you. Also, a lot of people may not know that you're a family man.
Yeah.
Right?
My whole goal is to be a better father for her.
Why is that one of your goals?
everybody always got the common story where like, man, my daddy locked up. We grew up in a house. Everybody got the same story. But it was like my story was, my daddy didn't snitch on the biggest gangster in the world, Larry Hoover. So he got 26 years for that. So me growing up with my mom and my brother and them, it was like, couldn't nobody tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I had to choose my road. So me being bad as shit till I just started realizing life. So now, when I be in my kids' life, it's like, okay, bet I gotta do better. But the thing that really got to me was, a lot of people around me weren't telling me like, hey bro, go get your kids. You tripping. I had to sit down and really just sit back and be like, I'm tripping, let me go and do this. That's how you know who leaders to me. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, hey bro, nah, you bogus, bro. Go see your son.
Yeah.
Go see your daughter. So that's my whole thing. I ain't perfect, but if I really love you, I'm gonna tell you. Even if I don't know you, I'm gonna tell you.
You, this album, specifically about people learning about who you are, 7220.
Yeah.
It's grandmother's house. Is there something about not only that house, but your experience that you know is your gifting to young people that come from the same area?
Yeah. I love the trenches. Even though the trenches don't love you.
That's right.
But I love everybody in the trenches where it's like people who don't have money or who don't have hot water. Like, I still got super love for them, so I'm always connected to them. So when I'm making music, it's like I'm showing them the involvement. You know, it brings you back to reality. Where like everybody, of course, we all want the nice houses, jewelry, car. It's like, that's what it is. But when I just go back to the trenches, it's like, don't none of it matter. But this is why I'm always telling them, like, I'm telling you what I went through, what I seen. I'm not ever telling you to go do.
Tonight, the show, the fans, what we gonna see on that stage? What you got planned? You know what I'm saying? I never seen you with a drummer. I never seen you in this close proximity, kind of like you in the middle of the crowd almost, just right above them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell us what this is gonna be like.
It's gonna be like an out-of-body experience. I want them to leave like, man, that's my real family. That's my brother. Be able to touch your hand, take a picture with you, really do the music, not skipping through this shit, not, you know what I'm saying? Rush, because it's just, nah, we're gonna talk to y'all, we're gonna take it slow. Like, even if I gotta go over the minutes, that's what it is.
Right.
Type shit.
Love that.
I want them to leave with that energy, like, I really love him. I'm from the back, every shirt in this motherfucker from him. I'm gonna get his face tatted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. I gotta ask about the next album, even though we just getting a deluxe.
As far as next album, you must heard something. Nah, it's really the Metro.
We can expect the next Lil Durk project to be the Metro project that we all heard about.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
They got leaked, y'all can have that. Another level.
Lil Durk,
Appreciate you.
get him.
Family.
Keep going. Proud of you.
Voice.
You know what I mean?